Okay, so first of all, panel charts are lots of small, very similar charts lined up together in a kind of grid formation. And in this video, I'm going to be showing you my tricks and techniques for making panel charts in Excel. So the first thing you need to do is change the minimum and maximum axis bounds to all be the same in all of the charts. So I'm going to change the values in both of these charts to 220 and 280. And I already changed the charts down here. Now the next thing I'm going to do is select one of the charts, then hold down Control and select all of the other charts, then go to Shape, Format and change the size of the charts to make sure they are all the same size. So I will change it to 8 centimeters high and 10 centimeters wide. Now, one method you can use to line up charts in Excel is using the Snap to Grid feature. So to do this, go to Format and Align and Snap to Grid. Then when you move the chart, it will automatically line up with the grid lines underneath. And in this way, you can make sure all of your charts are lined up. Now I'm not going to be using that technique, so I'll just undo that. I am going to be using a different technique which involves manually lining everything up approximately, then holding down Control while selecting all of the charts and going to Shape, Format and Align Middle. And it lines everything up. Now, as all of my charts are the same size, Align Middle has the same effect as Align Top and Align Bottom. And if you were going to line everything up the other way, you would use Align Center. But for me, that puts everything in the same place, so I will Control Z to undo that. Now, an obvious issue we're having is that if the charts overlap slightly, then they cover each other up. So I'm going to try and fix this by changing the formatting and changing the shape fill to no fill. And I'm going to do this for each of the charts. And now you can see that the overlapping isn't as bad because we don't have the white background covering everything up. Now this doesn't look very nice with the grid lines underneath, so I'm going to go to View and remove the grid lines, and now it's all just white space. Now I don't want to have the axis labels here or the axis numbers, but I can't just delete these because if I delete them it changes the size of the chart. So now it will be a different size to the chart up here. So I'm going to undo that, Control Z, Control Z. And my workaround for this is to press Control 1 to open up the formatting bar. Then go to Text Options and change the text fill to no fill. And I'm going to also do that here. And in this way, the axis label and the axis numbers are still there, so they're still taking up space, but you just can't see them. So I can now move this back up here and they don't overlap as badly. Now I'm going to do this for the other two charts as well. And now I've gotten rid of all of the axis labels. I want to finish lining up all of my charts. Now, one method for moving a chart around is to hold down Shift, and this will make it so you can only move a chart either in the up or down direction or from side to side, not both. Now, I think I have messed that around a bit, so I am going to align middle again. And another method for moving a chart around is using the arrow keys. So I can use the arrow keys here to move it to the side. And I want to have my lines lined up here on the two charts. And when you get a really thick line like this, it's because both lines are next to each other. But if you keep going, the line will get thinner and thinner until it's the same size as all the other lines, and that's when they're perfectly on top of each other. If I keep going, the line will start to get thicker again. So I'm going to line up these two charts in the same way. I'll move this one out a little bit holding shift, and then move this one with the arrow keys until it's properly lined up. But then what about if you didn't want them to be perfectly lined up like this? What about if you wanted a small gap in between each chart? Now you can do this by holding down shift and moving the first and last chart the correct distance apart that you want, then holding down Control while selecting all of the charts and go to Shape, Format and Align and distribute horizontally. This will leave the first and the last chart in the same place, but will move the ones in the middle so they're the correct space apart, so they're evenly spread out. The next issue that I have is that the axes labels are overlapping down here. I can try and fix this a little bit by changing the major units, but they are still going to overlap a bit. So my solution for this is to go and insert a white rectangle over this. And I'm going to remove the shape outline and change the shape fill to white. Then both axes labels are covered completely. You can either do this and hide them both, or you can change the order of the charts in order to get just one of the axes labels showing. So to do that, go to Shape, Format and open up the selection pane. And here, if I select chart 4, that's this chart here. And if I select chart 5, that's this chart here. And rectangle 1 is the white rectangle that I just created. I can take this rectangle and I can drag it down in between the two charts. And this here is the order that the shapes are stacked on top of each other. So rectangle 1 is now over the top of chart 4 and is hiding that axes label, but is underneath chart 15. So you can still see this axes label, and rectangle 1 is just here. Now I'm going to press Ctrl D to duplicate that shape and move it over here. And I am going to move rectangle 1 down. So this is chart 18 here. And if I move this down in between the two, I get it so just one of the axes labels is showing. I will press Ctrl D one more time to move this shape over here. And this time just drag it down in between these two charts. And in that way I can stop the axes labels from overlapping. Now my next issue is that the chart title here is a little off center. It's being centered from this edge here to this edge here, but that isn't what I want. I want it centered from this edge here to this edge here. So my workaround for this is to add in a text box. So I'm going to draw a text box all the way from this edge here to this edge here, then type in my title and format this so it looks the way I want it, and then centerize it. I also need to change the text box so that it has no shape outline and no shape fill, so we can't see the text box underneath. Then I can use the arrow keys to move this upwards, and it should become a little more obvious now that the original chart title is off center. I'm going to hide this by changing the font to white so that you can't see it. You could also delete the title, but that will change the shape of your chart. So if you're going to do that, it's best to do it at the beginning. Then I'm going to finish moving this upwards and then press Ctrl D to duplicate this shape and move it to the side. Line it up with this chart and change the title. Then change this title here to white to hide it. And move the text box upwards using the arrow keys. I'm going to do that twice more for the other two charts. And then once you have all of your chart titles, you can hold down Control while selecting all of the text boxes and go to Shape Format and Align Middle to make sure they are all lined up properly as well. Now my next thing is going to be adding in a legend. I like to do the legend separately, so I'm going to select one of the charts and press Ctrl D to duplicate it, then move it down here and add in a legend. I'll put the legend on the top and then format this so I have it looking the way I want it. Then I'm going to remove everything else from the chart, so the axes title and the chart title. I'm also going to select this area here and press Ctrl 1 and then get rid of the border. Now we can't get rid of this data here because that is what is controlling the symbol in the legend, but it doesn't actually matter what this data here is, so long as it looks the same as the real data and has the correct names. It can be whatever you want it to be because we're going to hide this here. I'm going to move this up a bit, then select the plot area and just move this around until I get it as small as I can possibly make it. And move this up here. Then I'm going to increase the size of the legend box and press Ctrl 1 and give the legend box a solid fill and make it white, and that will cover up the data and it will hide it underneath. Now let's pretend that I have more than one data series here, so I actually need a legend and I want it to be centerized underneath these charts, so I'm going to move these edges out to here. And a trick I have for making sure these are lined up is to draw a line, and if you hold down the Shift key while drawing a line, it will make it perfectly straight, so you can check that it's actually lining up correctly. And then I will take the line over to this side as well and make sure it's lining up on this side. Then I no longer need the line, so I will delete it. I also want to make sure this box in the middle here is stretched out to either end as well, because that's what's controlling where the actual text goes. Okay, and now I've done that, I'm going to use the arrow keys to move this upwards so it's closer to the rest of my chart. And I'll also make this a little bit thinner. And now a final trick I have for checking everything is the correct size is to go to Insert and insert a rectangle and then draw it across the size of the chart, making sure that it lines up. Then you can move the shape to check that the other charts are the same size as well, so you can see it lines up correctly. And if I move it here, you can see it's actually a little bit off. If I draw another rectangle over this gap here, you can see that this gap here is the same size, but this one here is a little bit too small. So even though I was careful, it looks like this chart is a different size. So I'm just going to use the shapes as my guide to move it in a little bit and to make it the size I want it to be. Then I'm going to delete these shapes. And now I have it looking the way I want it. I can select any one of these shapes and press Ctrl A to select everything. Ctrl A is like select all, so if you have other things on your worksheet, it will select them as well. But once you have everything that you want selected, you can go to copy and copy as picture and OK. And then I am just going to paste this into a blank PowerPoint presentation as an example, but we'll Ctrl V to paste. And now you have the chart here as a picture. Something to bear in mind is that most of this picture doesn't have a background color. So if you right click and format background and change the background color to something else, you'll be able to see all of the white stuff underneath it. My workaround for this is to insert another rectangle and to draw it all completely over the top of the chart. And this time I'll change the shape outline to black and the shape fill to white, and then I will send the image to the back. So now it's underneath everything else. Then I can press Ctrl A again to select everything and go to Home and copy as picture and OK. And then this time when I paste it in, I won't have that issue with the background. Of course, it doesn't have to be a white rectangle. It can be whatever color you want, so long as it all matches. Okay, so in this video I have shown you how to make panel charts in Excel, and that is everything.